Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Casemiro. He gives them some real defensive steel in the middle of the park, Peter. What he's particularly good at is nipping opposition attacks in the bud and preventing them from getting any real momentum going. He's also a bit of a shooting threat from long range too, so opposing defences will have to beware of that, and very much so.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And that has been cleared. And that's put paid to a promising move. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Looking for options for movement, and it's made its way to him.
He'll be disappointed with that.
Natchez Pereira. William. And he's been shifted off it. Agahawa. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Now it's Keane. Out towards the flank. Now the ball in. Pass somewhat off target. Keane, shot could be on. Agahawa. Taken back almost at once. Now it's Agahawa. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Oh look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully a football match will break out soon.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Natchez Pereira, and they've switched it over to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Sinisterra. Stood up well to him there. He's a sharp little ball here. He is through here. Luke de Jong. Luke de Jong with the... He gets big! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
William. Some good work on the right flank here. That's the keeper's ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Kivior. And here's Keane. Oh, he's bustling through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Driving on and making good progress. Sinisterra. Not the most accurate pass. And he's quick to get it clear again. He's got away.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Luc de Jong. This might spell danger. Can he finish? They just took too long getting forward.
Agahawa simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
Oh, what a climb! And he's there to get it away. Cruzeiro are looking to go forward now.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Now it's Luc de Jong. Now it's Agahawa. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. He's had a shot! Goal! Cruzeiro! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Cruzeiro have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
The ball goes in. Big header! Really well taken goal. And they're at it again in double quick time. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Cruzeiro are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Sinisterra. Now it's Agahawa. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And here's Luc de Jong.
De Jong really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Sinisterra. And this is Luc de Jong. Defending was strong and firm. Caio Jorge. William. Now it's Agahawa. Oh, that's fabulous. Now, can he find a finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
Caio Jorge. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Keane! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those two goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that...
Chance for a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. He's having a go! Oh, it's come loose! Lovely bit of skill. He has found the way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Some resolute defending there. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. That has been knocked clear. That has not gone well. Varela. And they can counter here. It's a pretty loose pass. Can he get on the end of this? That's very neat. And he's quick to snatch it back.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Picked out brilliantly. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Luke de Jong. William. Hit into the middle. Agahawa.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's Agahawa. Cruzeiro needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Matheus Pereira. Joelinton goes steaming forward. Now it's Agahawa. Matheus Pereira. Can he spark a counter here? Perez. Luke de Jong. And the counter is on. He's beaten the last man. And the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Agahawa is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. Sinisterra with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Matheus Pereira.
Oh, really well played.
And he's managed to get free. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
This is the time you need that pace.
William. He came in hard, very hard. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Well, that is one way to stop him. Cassio chooses to deal with it himself. Oh, strongly challenged there. William. And this is Luke de Jong. Caio Jorge. And he welcomes Caio Jorge! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Just eases him off the ball. Porto perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Casemiro. And it's Mora. Well, that pass isn't the best. They've got a corner here. Corner number 3 coming up. Cruzeiro have the chance to go the other way.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
A header! And it's hoisted clear. He's going for goal! And the ball's come loose here. Pepe concedes a free kick for that. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Substituição para o Porto.
Porto making another change here.
E vai entrar para o seu lugar com o número 22.
Mora. And he's had it nicked away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was... He's having a shot! It's in! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Porto get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
That has ended up in no man's land.
Cruzeiro clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
William. Could try cutting inside here. Up he goes! Oh, taken with style! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. A great delivery and a finish to match.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and led it perfectly.
And yes, it's him again. Cruzeiro could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Porto have it back and can go again. Kivior. Well, they can break here. Oh no, he's got that wrong. And he's only too happy to take that back. This looks promising. Romero. He might be in here. There are shapes to shoot. And it's come back out to him. Just cruising. They are cruising. Up by 3. They have their boots on. And that will be the final act. Porto cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.